Hey friends, what's up? Phillip here with Points of Phillip, and I'm actually here to ask, which card is the best travel card? The Citi Strata Premier or the American Express Green Card? Well, the answer to which one is better actually really depends on a lot of things. So let's get into it. But before we do that, I want to say thank you so much for liking and subscribing. Doing that helps me and YouTube know that what I'm doing is helpful for people like you. And by doing that, it helps more people to watch the content, which is something I would really appreciate. So thanks so much for your continued support. But now that that's done, let's get into these two cards. We're going to do a deep dive in each of these two cards, and then we're going to have a discussion about why one might fit better than another and who those people might be. So let's get into the Citi Strata Premier card. So this card here was recently reintroduced, and it kind of had some changes to its travel categories, and we'll get into that. But the top lines here are that it has a $95 annual fee, and you can earn 60,000 bonus points after spending $4,000 over the course of 3 months. And so it's a pretty compelling sign-up bonus as well. Now the multipliers are interesting. You get 10 points per dollar if you're using hotels, car rentals, and attractions booked on citytravel.com. And then you also get 3 points per dollar on air travel and other hotel purchases, 3 points per dollar at restaurants, 3 points per dollar at supermarkets, 3 points per dollar at gas and EV charging stations, and then 1 point per dollar on everything else. And so these categories are pretty wide open, but this card doesn't stop there. You also get a $100 annual hotel benefit. Now you do have to spend $500 or more on a hotel stay booked through citytravel.com, and then you get $100 off of that booking. So it says the benefit is applied instantly at the time of booking. Despite the fact that I do have this card, I haven't used it quite yet, so I will keep you posted about what I can do. Now, here's the great thing about this card too, is it has transfer partners, and a lot of those transfer partners are, well, pretty compelling. You have JetBlue partners at 1-to-1. You have American Airlines at 1-to-1. You also have other hotel partners like I Prefer and Choice and things like that. So there are a lot of compelling reasons to stockpile thank you points as well. Let's get into the American Express Green Card. And so this card here is, well, really, really interesting. So this one has a welcome offer of 40,000 bonus points after spending $3,000 in the first 6 months. But the multipliers are pretty interesting. So this card has an annual fee of $150, and it comes with free Clear Plus, which can be up to $209 off of your Clear membership. Now, I find that Clear works best when you also have it with TSA PreCheck or Global Entry because, well, one, the Clear line gets you to the front of a line, but then the TSA PreCheck gets you in a whole different separate line, and then also doesn't make you take everything out of your bag and things like that. And so that's pretty nice. So I really like having the Clear credit, and for those of you that are watching, I do definitely recommend that you get it, but it really does function best when you get it with TSA PreCheck or Global Entry. So let's get into now the multipliers on the green card. So you earn 3 membership points per dollar on travel. This travel category is completely wide open. So this includes airfare, hotels, cruises, car rentals, campgrounds, trains, taxis, ride sharing, tours, ferries, tolls, parking, buses, subways, third-party travel sites, and amextravel.com. So if you're someone who, say, when they vacation, they go on cruises, or let's say you're someone that rides the train. So when I went to Europe, I was able to get, first of all, 3 points per dollar on my travel fees with Virgin Atlantic to go across the pond. But I was also able to get 3 points per dollar on, well, my Viator purchases for special tours and things like that. But I was also able to get 3 points per dollar on taxi purchases as well as on the London Underground. And so what's really great about that is they do have something called the Oyster card that you can actually recharge for funds to actually ride the tube and then in some buses. But there's also a really great system where you can actually just tap a card, and I actually used Apple Pay on my watch to help pay for all these purchases, and I got 3 points per dollar on every single one of those. But what's more interesting is that when I traveled from London to Paris on the Eurostar, those tickets got 3 points per dollar as well. And so if you're someone who's doing a lot of traveling, the green card can cover everything. So if you're someone who loves to go RVing across the country, those campground fees get 3 points per dollar as well. If you're someone who's renting a car, this also gets 3 points per dollar. That's a very rarely seen category as well. Now, in addition to that, you also get hotels and other things. And so this actually does cover Airbnb at 3 points per dollar. The Citi Strata Premier can cover Airbnb, but it's kind of not explicitly mentioned. And so it covers hotels, including online travel agencies. And so Booking.com, things like that, Expedia, can work for 3% on this one. So that is kind of how that's similar to the green card. But the green card is a lot more open and more forgiving. In fact, what is surprising, if you're someone who actually travels by chartering a private jet, if you put that charge in your green card, you're getting 3 points per dollar on that as well. Now, you also get 3 points per dollar at restaurants worldwide with the green card as well. So it's a travel card and a dining card, which can be helpful. And this one earns 1 point per dollar on everything else. And so, well, it's really quite compelling for me because, well, if you're someone who doesn't have hotel loyalties and you're someone who's trying to earn certain points, and that's a kind of a big deal. Now, membership reward points are what you earn with this card, and those are also very transferable. You can transfer them 1 to 2 for Hilton. You can also transfer them out to Marriott, to Air France, Cathay Pacific, Aeromexico. There's a huge long list, and it's really nice, including Delta, which is an exclusive transfer partner with American Express. So they are two very compelling cards, and there are really good reasons for having both. So let's get into why I might want the Citi Strata Premier. So if I'm someone, well, who's doing a lot of driving on my trips, right? Being able to get 3 points per dollar on gas on, say, a road trip around the country, then that would be really compelling to me. Now, if I were someone who were just doing airfare and hotels, well, then this would be an option for me because you, first of all, still get those 3 thank you points per dollar, but it comes with a much lower annual fee of $95. And then that hotel benefit is pretty nice as well. Now, if you're someone who's not afraid of travel portals, then this card is also a huge shoo-in. This gets 10 points per dollar on hotels and other types of purchases on cititravel.com. And so that can be really compelling as well. And, so this can be really nice if you're wanting to minimize annual fees, if you're wanting to only travel with airlines and with hotels, then this can be good. But if you're someone who's looking for other modes of travel, like you want to do a cruise ship, or if you want to do a train, or if you want to stay at an Airbnb or a Vrbo or do something like that, or even take a private jet, then the American Express Green Card will be your go-to. So it has a much, much, much more wide open travel categories, at least in terms of different things that it covers. Now, it also has a transit category as well. And so if you're someone who normally lives in the city, so when I lived in Washington, D.C., and I actually had to pay a monthly fee to be able to park near my office downtown. And so if you're someone who does live in a city where you're paying those transit fees, or you're paying tolls for driving your car around, say, the New Jersey Turnpike or something, or you have to pay for parking charges, well, the green card gets 3 points per dollar on all of those as well. And so that's kind of a big deal. If you're someone who has to take a ferry to commute, which is essentially just basically New York, that's a huge deal as well. And so there's lots of different options for having the green card, or lots of different reasons to have the green card over the Citi Strata Premier if you live in a big city and if you do other types of travel. But if you're someone who is looking to minimize their annual fees, but also is totally okay with just staying at a hotel somewhere and doing airlines, then the Citi Strata Premier might be the best fit for you. But anyway, I'm sure you have opinions as well. Let me know in the comment section below. And well, I can't wait to see you guys until next time. Bye.